Hello BookTube. Today I'm going to be giving you my review of a collection of short stories called Heirs to a Flawed Creation, Stories from Near Earth by Montague. There's the cover. It's an audiobook. As with all short story collection reviews ever on this channel, I'll be reviewing the stories in this collection individually, which means it'll be 7 parts of this review, and I'll probably be doing one review up each day. I should just explain how I got this short story collection as an audiobook, because I got it for free from the author. And what happened was that not last Sunday but the Sunday before, I received an email from Montague asking me if I would be interested in reviewing his next collection of short stories, which is called Adrift in the Next Revolution, Stories of Near Earth. So there's the front cover for that, which is coming out tomorrow on the 15th of August. I agreed, and he also sent me 2 audiobooks for free. One was To Catch a Witch, which review which I have on this channel about just over 5 days ago, at the beginning of last week. Last week. I did last week. And this is the second audiobook he sent me. Now, neither this collection of short stories nor To Catch a Witch, which is a novella, was sent to me for review. However, I hadn't at that point done a audiobook review on my channel, and I've been planning to do one, and so when these 2 turned up, I thought I might as well do them. So that's sort of explaining how I got this audiobook. Now, the first story is called Terminate the Route, and it follows an android called Hank, who is called an organic. That's the phrase I believe is described. There is an android who looks like a human, and he has a facsimile of human emotions, and so he integrates, so he can able sort of walk around with humans, and they won't necessarily be able to tell that he's an android. And in the story, he gets an order to carry out a hit on a family, and then the story shows him carrying out this hit with various sort of complications occurring as it goes along. Now, I'm not going to say anything more in terms of the plot, because I don't want to spoil it, because this collection of short stories, I believe, came out earlier this year. Well, let me just double check on that. I believe it came out earlier this year, but I will just double check. Just bear with me a second. Sorry about this. Yes, it came out on the 1st of April this year, sorry. I should say I will leave a link to this collection of short stories and the collection that's coming out tomorrow in the description. And so, as I say, I won't give any more go any more detail into the plot, because I don't want to spoil it. However, the story is well told. From everything I've read on the back from the blurb on the back, as well as Montague's description, these stories seem to be all set in the same world, and so this story gives you a bit of an introduction to that world, of the way that bits and tidbits of information are put through it. You're seeing the story through Hank's eyes, through Hank's point of view, and so you get bits of his past mentioned. So there's a mention of a war, a treaty, android rights, and you get to see, through the nature of what he's doing in the story, you get to see that he has human emotions, but he himself, at least in terms of him, the individual, as opposed to androids in general, isn't human, shall we say? Isn't human, even though he has his emotions. It's really well done. I really enjoyed it. I should say, for people who aren't fans of gore or violence, it's probably not for you. But I, for example, am a fan of, as people will know on this channel, the James Bond author Ian Fleming, as well as, though I haven't done any reviews on his work yet, James Ellroy. And so, sort of violence and gore, not things that are that doesn't worry me. So I really enjoyed it. It's really well done, and it really interested me in the world, because it's set in the near future, but it doesn't say how far in the future it's set, but I take it to be set in the near future, because you have cars, mobile phones, there's no reference, other than the fact that Hank is an android, there's no reference to any sort of particularly advanced technology. So I think this is going off the information we've got so far, near future. But Ian Montague is able to get these sort of action quite well, and he's also able to get the sort of world building done. He describes things quite well. You can imagine that the story is set in the suburbs of Chicago, in a sort of nice neighbourhood, and you get a real sense of that. You also get the sense of the people that he's going up against in this hit. At least the father of the family, he's got something odd going on about. And as I say, as the story goes on, Hank finds things sort of getting in his way as he's doing this job, and that's well done as well. It's interesting the fact that he's an android, and so the emotions he feels, but they're very separate from him, and that I found interesting. Where if he'd been a man, if that makes his reaction to the world around him and what he's doing makes sense in a way and it doesn't put you off him in a way that it would if it was a human, because obviously he's an android. These aren't his emotions; they're facsimile of emotions, and so it gives you can sort of understand why he's not reacting the way you would expect somebody to, given what he's doing, and that's well done. So far, in terms of this collection of short stories, I'm enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to the next story. And so you should see the review of that out tomorrow, and probably around this time. One thing before I finish, one thing I will say is that E.L. Montague is on he's doing an interview today. Let me just find it. It'll be about 1 in the morning here UK time. I'm not quite sure what time it will be in the US. Just bear a second. Sorry about this. I really should have put this up early, but I'll find it. There we go. Montague. Yes, he'll be doing the interview with the Beard of Darkness book reviews, and it'll be at 1:30 in the morning here in the UK. As I say, I don't know what time that is in the US, but I'll leave a link in the description to that as well, so you can be able to see that, because I'll also be watching that as well. I think it's a live stream by the looks of it. So, yes, it is a live stream. So I'll certainly be there, and if anybody watching this is interested in that, you'll see me there. So I'll look forward to seeing you there. And with that, I'll say goodbye, and I will see you tomorrow, BookTube.